So here's my audience: my mom, my dad, and my wife, and my newborn. I have my 2-year-old running around. Hopefully, she doesn't make too much noise. So my speech today is how to live a happy and healthy lifestyle. Um, when I was in 8th grade and junior high, I was pretty obese, I would say. I weighed 200 pounds when I was in the 8th grade, so I decided to join the wrestling team because my dad did wrestling when he was in school. So I said, hey, why not? I'll give it a shot. So I gave it a shot and I made the team, and my coach wanted me to wrestle at the 170 weight class, which means I had to cut 30 pounds, which is a lot. And I lost 30 pounds in that month, which was a very hard month. But it taught me a lot about nutrition and how to take care of my body and to live a happier and healthier life. So for my first point is kind of, since used to be obese, I can kind of see both sides of the spectrum of how unhealthy foods and healthy foods really play a role in our life, and how unhealthy foods really are, hamburgers, French fries, donuts. They're so easy to get. They're cheap. You just go through the drive-through. You can get a lot of food for a little bit of money, and it's so quick. You just pull up, pay, and then you get your food, and then you're out. Whereas if you're buying healthy food, it's usually a lot more expensive. You usually have to buy it at a grocery store and prepare it yourself. You have to wash your vegetables, prepare things, find a recipe. These things you just pull up, get it, and you're done. um, so it's very delicious as well. Obviously anybody would want a burger over a salad, unless you're really, really trying to eat healthy, because it's such sweet, salty food that this website very well fit states that sweet, fatty, or salty foods have more appealing texture and taste than vegetables, which I totally agree with because, like I said, I'd rather have French fries than a salad or a burger, donuts. All those taste so much better, and it's cheaper usually in the long run too. Um, Nutritionist Nadine Dumas explains that junk food triggers brain's feel-good response. So we continue to crave things because they hold no nutritional value. So I don't know about you, but for myself, if somebody brings a box of donuts to the office, I don't just have one. I have, 3, 4 donuts because, even after the second one, you still feel hungry. You feel empty because there's no nutrition in it for you. It's just really just sugar and carbs, so you just keep wanting and wanting more, and it just never fills you up. So, that point I totally agree with. It's totally true that, you just want more and more food. You can't get enough. So, which brings me into my next point that, it's so much easier to snooze than go to the gym or work out. You get an extra 5 minutes, then another 5 minutes, then another 5 minutes. It just keeps adding up. And, you know, it's so much easier to get that sleep than it is to go and tire yourself out by working out before or after work or whatever your situation is. That's why I like this photo. How it says it's time to wake up and work out, no excuses today. So that person really has the motivation to, want to be healthy and active, which transitions me into my next point of how we can be healthy. I like this photo of the Ronald McDonald guy, how he's just eating endless burgers and fries and drinks. And obviously, it's doing him no good. He just keeps eating, and it's not really doing him any good. He looks very sad, and um, he's not playing with anybody. He doesn't have any friends, just his food. So, um, being healthy is all about the food that you eat. Um, Cynthia Sass's article says, "Why You Really Are What You Eat" explains how our bodies have a shelf life, and each month our bodies throw out old cells and replace them with new cells. Our cells' health depends on our diets. So that's why I really like this photo. Is there's a bunch of different vegetables and fruits in there that you can see. There's bananas, oranges, apples, broccoli, avocados, onions. Lots of different things in here that are so good for your body. And I especially like how the guy's flexing in here because, you know, as I can attest from being unhealthy and healthy, you feel so much more sluggish and weak and just lousy when you don't work out. And then when you work out, you feel really good and energized and active, and you feel more alert. And that's exactly how this picture describes. The National Kidney Foundation states that no single food will provide you with the right amount of nutrients. Combining foods from food groups meet your daily needs. So, as this picture attests also, lots of variety there. There's kiwis, so many different fruits and vegetables there that all help you get, your vitamins, minerals, protein, that really balanced diet, that balanced nutrition that really helps you become happy and healthy by eating these types of foods. So, how can we make these healthy choices? Maybe is what you're thinking. So, I've struggled with this also because it is so convenient to go through the drive-through or whatever the case may be. But really, just sitting down, with your spouse or with your roommate or something, however you're working out your food, and just writing down, meal plans, writing down good recipes that you like so you don't burn yourself out. Because eating the same, rice and beans, chicken and rice is going to get old really quick. So you want to be able to mix it up a little bit. You want to be able to have different things, not just a set routine, and to, just pick out different food groups, different healthy things, like in that picture that I showed you. Just lots of different options out there, and a lot of them really are cheap actually compared to fast food. They're a little bit more expensive, but honestly, not too bad. So it is worth it on honestly in the long run. So which ultimately is your health, your choice. So as you can see, this person's kind of unhealthy and frowning over here. Burgers, fries, chips, burgers, hot dogs, pretzels, and then the person over here that's eating healthy grains and vegetables and fruits and is a lot more fit and more alert. Um, and my conclusion would be that having a healthy living gives us more purpose and gives us more confidence in our life. That we like how we look, we like what we're eating, we feel better about ourselves, and ultimately it's going to help you in the long run with, being able to live longer, as science has showed that, when you have a proper balanced diet and exercise, that you live for a long time, and you'll be happy to spend time with your family, your friends, your roommates, whoever it may be that you like to spend time with. And I hope I could persuade you to live a happy and healthy lifestyle.